What's up, y'all? Y'all know I had to come back with a part 3 to Saweetie's and Maybach's situation. This video is based on Saweetie's response to Maybach after all the alleged allegations have hit the internet. I mean, everything has came out, but definitely I wanted to make a video because this is the response that Saweetie wanted the internet to know. And if you haven't checked out the first 2 videos on Saweetie and Maybach's situation, go ahead and check it out. If you're new to the channel, I would listen to the first 2 videos of Saweetie and Maybach Mayy and then come back and look at this one. But for the ones that's already done seen it, you done already watched it, you know what's going on, yeah, come on and check out part 3 of this video. Saweetie responded to Maybach Mayy's allegations by publicly denying them on her Instagram story, stating the claims were false and deeply disturbing, and that Maybach Mayy was never her manager. Now that sounds totally different from what Maybach Mayy was trying to throw to the internet. It really just seemed like, looking at it from my point of view, on this situation, that alleged Maybach Mayy was really trying to destroy Saweetie, trying to destroy everything about her, because that was a lot of information that came out to the internet, allegedly. And some of those things that were presented to the internet, it kind of made you, look at Saweetie different. If alleged, if it's true, because we wouldn't have thought that Saweetie would have did most of the stuff that alleged Maybach Mayy is saying, and also stated that Saweetie is in a lot of unpaid debt, allegedly, with Maybach Mayy. And what's crazy to me is that Saweetie is not claiming her to be, not claiming Maybach to be her manager. So that's the crazy part. Like, if Maybach Mayy is throwing out there that she was your manager and you owe some money, why would she just make that up? Why? That's what I'm saying. There's something going on behind the scenes that is not to the internet that we don't know, because with this situation, with part 3, there are holes that need to be filled. Saweetie also indicated that her lawyers would handle the situation from there. Saweetie again stated her reputation is intended to be damaged, allegedly. Oh, yeah. Once that came out to the internet, and it wasn't a right away response from Saweetie when this came out, yes, that can damage a whole lot. Yes. Again, Saweetie says Maybach Mayy was never her manager. They were both introduced through family. Now, it's okay. Now that Saweetie didn't, responded, and now I can really put 2 and 2 together between those two. There are red flags everywhere in this situation with part 3. For me, the moral of this situation, either Maybach not telling the truth, she's just not telling the truth, and it just seems like alleged it was a lot of jealousy, whatever had been going on as far as their friendship. It could have possibly jealousy alleged was involved if Maybach was not telling the truth and she just was making this up about Saweetie. Or now that Maybach has alleged came out with truth and threw some stuff out there because there were unpaid debt that needed to be paid from Saweetie and she didn't do it. So Saweetie is doing whatever she can now that the truth is out to save her career, as she should, her image and her life. Now that the truth is out, it's only one or two. And then this the third thing I'm going to say. Why would Maybach Mayy make up all of that? Why would you even take the time and effort to make up all of that if it's not true? That's just crazy. If she would just take the time out to say all of that, and then Saweetie alleged come out and say it's not true, and that her lawyers would be getting to it. I don't know. The situation's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. So that's why I say, I'm going to say for me, Saweetie's response was supposed to be what she needed to say due to her, needing to defend herself for whatever claims it may be. You always want to defend yourself. But if it's not true, why would Maybach make up all of this? Well, I mean, if a woman gonna do all of that to another woman, it's just obsessively jealousy to make up all of that and to put that girl music career in shambles. Because after that truth thing came out, not truth, I take that back. After that alleged truth that Maybach Mayy is saying that is true, that Saweetie's saying is not true, I feel like that changed Saweetie's career. I don't think her career is going to be the same after all that has came out, I feel like that information that Maybach Mayy put out on the internet, it was too detailed. It was too detailed of information. And Saweetie saying her lawyer's going to take care of it. So that may be a part 4. They go to court for this. That's going to be good. That's going to be interesting. Because I'm still trying to figure out in the back of my head, why would Maybach make up all of that? Like, make up all that information just cause. It just don't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. But that's what Saweetie's response is to Maybach Mayy. It may be more to come. Definitely may be more to come with this situation. I believe it might be a part 4. I don't know when, but if there is an update to Saweetie's lawyers alleged taking care of this issue with Maybach Mayy due to her allegations towards Saweetie, yeah. Because now at this point, I want to see what is this tug of war about between these two. If Maybach Mayy not telling the truth, why would she lie about all this to put Saweetie in a tough situation, a shaky situation? I'm telling you, it could be more to the story than what we really know. And that's what makes the videos great, because we can kind of put pieces and puzzles together and figure it out. But you guys, y'all know I'll be back. Peace.